Hi, back with Apache again. The last video was more fails. Seems to be a lot of fails here lately, and it's all mostly owed to myself and trying to commentate and play at the same time. But last video, I believe we had some Mayhem failure and some Sims that was mediocre. I believe we have one kill, maybe two. Today we're going to go through and play the Atlanta with, and I'll show you. First of all, it's my Fletcher Captain, which has the concealment perk. So the Atlanta's down to 9.4. And a big thing with me in World of Warships is concealment. You can't, in American ships, it's about hit and run. Armors, unless you get into a North Carolina or above, the armor's not awesome. Destroyer armor is terrible, of course. Cruiser armor is terrible, of course. And I'll show you a Des Moines video on how to increase its survivability in a close firefight. But this time, maybe I'll do that after this match, if y'all can stay with me for two matches again. Two matches seems to be the prime position. Run two matches and do another video. And I will be doing compilations. I have a lot more matches, of course. I'm not going to commentate every single one. Today I'm trying to fit in as much commentating and explaining myself as much as possible, and I'll probably put all of this footage raw onto YouTube and see what you think. I've only got 2 subscribers, so I'm not really worried. The Atlanta with the Fletcher Captain, 9.4K in concealment, and a brand spanking new surveillance radar on the Atlanta. Yes, please. Let's do this. And a little bit more hardware. My son has a blue snowball. You can look it up if you like. It's just on my desktop. It probably doesn't sound awesome, but I don't think it sounds too bad. And I use headsets to take the game music away from you and have an echo on the recording. And like I said before in my other video, my computer is not special at all. I think my graphics card's $125 from Best Buy. It's probably cheaper now, probably 80 euros, 90 euros. Although the euro is losing strength right now, but after Homeworld, my computer, when I first found Homeworld, wouldn't run it at all. So you can imagine what I had then. So I bought some RAM. I bought a processor. I eventually bought a graphics card, and back then it was Voodoo. What drove me to do that was the escapism, I guess. You have to be able to narrow your focus. Hobbies is what most fathers get into, whether it's computer gaming or building a car or collecting coins or stamps. So I decided I would, doing my hobby, I would add a little bit more complexity and stress to what I like to do and record these for you. 9.4 in the Atlanta. I'm out front. only because the Nicholas had a late load. So what I'm going to do, poor Nuremberg, I don't think he fully understands the concept of concealability. 2 Pensacola's dropped me like a hammer if they knew I was here. And he's already turning away. My goal would be to turn them away. If a destroyer comes into this pass here, right here in front of us, we're in trouble. That was probably the worst choice he could have made. Alright, Fernando. This is going to be a bad choice. Watch this. I don't think you're going to be able to turn around now, buddy. Shouldn't have done that, I suppose. And here's some food. You might not be able to get away. Let's see. And get some energy, and then I'm going to dump my energy again. I'm not certain what's spotting me. There's probably a destroyer out in this area over here. The destroyers, or maybe to the left of me. I should not be detected now, so we need to find out what's detecting us, right? There he is. Too close, Mr. Farragut. Too close. So I'm going to keep my energy low. Get some shots on him. Buzzsaw is the correct term for what's happening if you get closer. And that was what was spotting me. He's about to get chewed up. Ooh. Ugly. Destroyers seem to be a little careless in this match. The enemy destroyers. And we have lost a Colorado. I don't know how that happened, but okay. And this is what an Atlanta was built for. I'm going to stop all movement and burn somebody. Turn away. Smart Colorado. Too close quarters in here for you, bud. What I ideally want to do is just fire long enough to get a fire. If I continue to fire, I'll be exposed. Looks like he's got a negative 7% to fire in his captain. They seem to have detected. There he is. And there he went. Detected again. That's probably over. Oh, it's the Murmansk. Which is fine. We just want to stay in the island chain here so that we can fire from cover, fire in concealment. That's the whole point behind an Atlanta. And look at him, probably waiting on me to pop up. And I popped up too late for you, partner. Gonna lose some energy here, but it's fine. protected. Team seems to be doing alright. Good position. Need to get back with them, as a matter of fact. Well, they have protection from the aircraft. The aircraft are posing very much of a threat. Oh, you're gonna do it again? Really? Yeah, I think so. Are you serious? Okay. You're not gonna keep any of those now. And what he did was he got too close. Unless they kill me, you know, citadel me in one shot, detonate me, then he's gonna lose all of those poor planes. Suits me. More food for the monster. And poof. Good shot there. An invisible Atlanta. And that destroyer seems to be still alive. I don't know why. No, they got that ferry. Concealability in the Atlanta. Key. You can see just by the small fire that I took. I lost 8,000 health. Firing on him while I was in the open would be craziness. What I'm doing is I'm running screen. Still a destroyer out there. Killing planes. Killing planes. Target to Colorado. Yeah. Far enough away to be able to get some dispersion in the enemy shells. And it looked like he was waiting for me to light up. Ooh, I know he was. And that's the drawbacks to being in Atlanta. Everyone's waiting on you to light up. They'll lose a match waiting on you to light up. Just to get that satisfying citadel. And you'll notice they stopped firing on the Colorado. Started firing on the Atlanta. Suits me. That's what I'm here for. Nice driving. I believe we have better position. Destroyers on the flanks. Battleships taking pot shots at range. And scared Atlanta. Running screen. New York's one of my favorite targets. Lots of damage. Zoom out, see if we can't get some range on those. Looks good. Somebody will fire on me. It's inevitable. Turning out. Realizes he's in danger. And the visual effect of having this many shells coming in on somebody is disturbing. Driving by the mini-map. Don't want to hit that island. I'm going to cut this pass maybe. If I'm good enough. Yeah. In cover. That's what an Atlanta's all about. And guess what I have not used? That's right. The brand new radar. We're, oh, are you serious? Why? I don't guess I understand that. But okay. Sacrifice yourself to the blood god. Momentarily. Oh, that's not good. Let's pop this radar. You're gonna do it again, huh? Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and burn them down if we can. Concealment. We appear to have finally lost our destroyers. Still in fairly good shape. Pensacola almost done. Colorado almost done. One more fighter to burn down so I can sneak up on him. And there he goes. My plan is to get behind these islands, shoot over them. The Atlanta's arc is insane. It's basically if you're at 13, if you're shooting at a target at 13K, they're almost shooting straight at you. I mean, it's crazy. Could hit him. You'll notice my mountain indicators telling me that I'm going to shoot a mountain doesn't come on until, you know, right on the other side of that mountain. And now that there are no destroyers, our battleships need targets, so... Time to go a spot. Which usually means less firing. You need to operate as a destroyer in the dark shadows. Battleships can shoot over the island that he's hiding behind. And they appear to be going away from me. I'm going to try to pull them back. Spotted right now. Just want to light them up for a little bit. And I was going to get into the cap and try to draw them back, but it's already been done. So I'm going to take a little bit of cover behind here, shoot over this island, and burn the Colorado to death. Don't mind if I do. I don't really care about how many get there. As long as some get there. There he is. Was not expecting him. So what I'll do is I'll try to get some energy. Allow my balloon to go down and disappear. Colorado went down. And 13.2. I'm doing the calculations for getting behind that mountain. If he goes behind that mountain, I'll have an opportunity to get closer to him. And at this range, in my health, he would win. Russian easy button, right? And that poor Independence. I'm sure he was extremely frustrated at losing an entire flight. He was probably looking at the mini-map trying to drive. Because I am low health. I have no idea why I was detected. Yeah, Russian easy button. Even though it's Polish, but you get the point. I don't know what is spotting me. That's weird. 9.2, 9.4, excuse me. Still 9.7. WASD hacks on his guns. Torpedoes astern. And we're gonna charge this guy. He's probably gonna kill us. But the match is over. 40,000 damage, just not too shabby. Gotta employ some. There we go. There we go. Nice game, Dios. 23 minutes in Atlanta, one match. That's good. That's real good. High XP as usual. Too bad it's on a captain that can't use it. Lots of credits, a lot of Atlanta credits. We have a few more minutes. As I said before, we try to keep these videos short. If you can say 30 minutes is short. And I'm afraid to try in Indianapolis. Let's do it. And let's get our Mayhem captain, our our ranked battles captain. As I've stated before, this captain is going to be in the Mayhem and it's going to start the ranked battles. If I remember correctly, they start at tier 7. For some reason, they reset all of my ranked battle. Or no, it says I'm 12. Rank 12. I don't know. I don't know how long I'll be in a tier 7 ship. May have to go to a Benson or the North Carolina. Let's give the piece of junk a try. It's not a piece of junk. Indianapolis has its guns. Not much more than that. Anti-air is not very well. It's not very good. Not as good as a Cleveland. Certainly not as good as a Pensacola. Right below a Cleveland. And that's C. That's not even remotely close to accurate. It doesn't matter if he's bare bones. His anti-air is much better than the Indianapolis. But I'm glad they paired him with me. I would say that the Indianapolis and the Pensacola are equal. The Indianapolis has the New Orleans guns on a thinner Pensacola. 2 aircraft carriers. I may not want to rush out. Going to aim my armor at the enemy. And if you play the Indianapolis like the North Carolina or an Iowa, then it becomes livable. And I'll show you what I mean. What are we doing here, folks? Nobody's moving, huh? Wow. Okay then. Rangers backing up, which is understandable in a CV, but a platoon that doesn't move. Guns are moving. Alrighty. Let's do it without them. My thoughts now are to screen for the anti-air is not as good as a Cleveland, but it's better than a Japanese cruiser. So we'll try to use them to some effect. And I'm detected. As you can tell, 13.4 is not real good for concealability. It's not terrible. It's not real good. And in Indianapolis, you can't wait very long. You have got to stay on the move, keep your energy up. and hopefully I'll show you a close quarters battle with Indianapolis. I don't always get that far. I usually get the Citadel quite early. Got some tour bombers here. 12 seconds left on anti-air. There's 1, 2, come on, 3, 4, and he got the last. Suits me. Good job. Anti-air's not terrible on the Indianapolis. Not great, not terrible. Using the Indianapolis to pretty good effect so far. That could end in one volley. Alright. P-Cola, let's do this, buddy. AP. New Orleans. Guns. Short. There's a Citadel. 11.5K Citadel. Come on, some more. Taking fire. Yeah, looks like he's going to burn down pretty quick. Pensacola in front of us. I don't know why they do that, but they charge into the enemy until they're dead. And in a cruiser fight, the Indianapolis is pretty strong. And any other fight, no. Destroyers have the advantage, especially destroyers with guns. What we're going to try to do is put some of these big APs on him. There's some. For the Kiev, we're going to try to load some HE. Use our WASD hacks on his torpedoes. Yeah, see, that's kind of silly. Yeah. Kind of silly. That's even sillier. I understand, dude. I'm in an Indianapolis. I understand fully what you're going through. And we got a storm. Switch over to AP cruisers. Come on! Are you serious? Game over. Wow, try to affect as much as we can before we go down. And here we go. Wow. Welcome to the Indianapolis, folks. We'll get out of that embarrassment as soon as possible. Try not to fly that or sail that ship too much more. And what I should have done was maintain my nose towards the enemy. It wouldn't have stopped that New Mexico from wrecking my world, but it would have extended my stay a little bit longer in that match. And on that note, typical warship, war gaming, World of Warship note. Yeah, I think we're going to end this one on that match. And later.